Hi everyone, what a glorious morning. Welcome to Dr. G's Dandelion Monologues. This is a special edition. I am near the California coast in Carmel by the sea, and I'm pleased to share my inspiration I had during my insomnia about how different frameworks help us ground ourselves. Think about the 4 elements. This is one of my favorite recipes that I gave to patients, and I know I mentioned it before, but the wellness recipe where we can develop the pillars of wellness include the 4 elements: air, water, earth, and fire. So we can be creative and develop a recipe or mindfulness menu that involve those elements. The best things in life are actually free and accessible. The earth, the air we breathe, the water, the ocean, its vastness right behind me, and fire, which is the energy. We produce this energy and we can, of course, absorb it from the sun. So that's one example of a framework. Another one I was thinking about overnight was the chakras. So the chakras can be used when we try to establish a bond, a lasting bond with someone, especially a child we're raising. When the baby is born, it focuses on establishing safety. It's all unconscious, obviously, but this is our job as caregivers to establish that. And we can say that it corresponds to the root chakra. Root, connecting with the roots and having a sense of safety. And the next one would be the sacral chakra. And it can even happen in utero. It starts happening there too with the umbilical cord. We're kind of sacred chakra to sacred chakra. We're connected in that way. So before talking about the solar plexus and identity and self-esteem, we need to have some kind of supply under the form of the nutrients in the umbilical cord, and later on through the child's life and development, it comes from the many requests that children have. So once they feel safe, then they want stuff, they want fuel, supplies, whether it's money for teenagers, etc. And then we can talk about establishing that self-esteem through developing skills, and then of course love can bloom when these are in place. And then we have the other chakras that kind of follow this hierarchical order. But it's helpful to find such frameworks, not because they hold the truth, they're always one perspective among so many, but I find that frameworks like that are an anchor. They help us structure how we're going to approach a situation, hopefully creatively. So these were the insights I wanted to share with you about frameworks that I like to use, and I would love to learn from yours. So what are the frameworks that you use to establish some kind of structure and order and creative plan for your life, and to solve problems, and always having personal development and personal growth in mind for the benefit of the collective? Because as each of us grows, we all grow together, and we raise awareness and elevate consciousness. Okay, well, I'm enjoying the water element today. I'm gonna go greet the sea later. Good to see you, and thank you for joining me. Be well. Namaste.